Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. As some of you guys know, we are currently living in a tiny home.
Yep.
We sold our home from before. It was about 2,400 square feet?
Yeah, I think it was like right between actually about 23. I think it's 2343
Yeah.
is the exact square footage.
And we're currently living in a 350 square foot house.
Yeah.
So big difference.
Mm-hmm.
And some people have just had some questions as to why did you do that?
Yeah.
Do you like it now that you have, and that kind of stuff. So we thought we'd cover some of those questions for you guys. So let's get started.
Awesome. Yeah. So the biggest question we get really is probably why did we decide to sell a house that we really liked, that
Mm-hmm.
was a really good size for us in a really good neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess the biggest reason is probably the real estate market.
Mm-hmm.
The market right now is crazy in Kentucky. I'm sure
Yeah.
I know it's like that basically everywhere with
Yeah.
so many people looking to buy and hardly any houses.
Yeah.
But we really got a good deal on selling our house.
Mm-hmm.
We
Wasn't it just a deal we couldn't really pass up? So
Yeah. I mean, we put it on the market and it sold for full price. I mean, we really, we weren't necessarily like 100%. Like, if it didn't sell, we weren't necessarily going to
yeah,
be mad.
I was on the fence. I was definitely on the fence.
Yeah.
It was definitely him that was talking me into it because he was like, we can pay all this debt off
Yeah.
and move closer to our families again.
Yeah.
And
We lived about 20 miles from our hometown.
yeah.
So we kind of wanted to get back to our hometown. The city we moved to was a little bigger city, and
Mm-hmm.
we worked there a lot in real estate, but we still
yeah, we wanted our small town.
Yeah, we missed our small
home.
town home. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we really we were hoping that when we sold our house, we would find a house pretty quick
Mm-hmm.
to move into in our hometown, but
Yeah,
it didn't really work that way.
We closed on the house in June, and it's now
Yeah, it's now October the 26th, and we closed on June the 4th, I think.
Yeah.
And we moved out of our house in the middle of May because the people who were moving in wanted to move in at closing.
Yeah.
So, and we thought closing was going to be in May.
Yeah, we got delayed a week, but
so it's been basically 6 months living here in this tiny house.
Yeah, so definitely a little longer than we expected, but it's not been bad. It's not been nearly as cramped or anything as we thought it was going to be.
And as you've seen in some of our other, I think maybe in one of our other videos, we kind of showed it, but we have all of our stuff in a storage locker, so.
That's the worst part, yeah, I think.
Yeah, we're just scared that when we get in there, we've been all the way in there. I've had to go and get stuff in the very, very back when we decorate for fall. And so we know, most stuff's in good shape, but we're afraid we get out here and something's going to be broken.
Yeah, something have fallen or something, but yeah, just and because it's still, our storage unit is 20 miles away. It was in the city we were in before, so every time we have to go get something, we have to make that whole trip. And
yeah, it's crazy. It just seems like it takes all day to move something over there.
Yeah.
And every time we buy something even remotely big, we have to take it straight over the storage unit. It's really annoying. So I'll be glad to be able to, get it back in a house soon.
Yeah. But that's the reason why we kind of decided to come live in a tiny home.
Yep. All right, what's the next question we get? So, what do you need to keep in your home? Downsizing is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's very, very hard. It choosing what to take and what not to take was extremely hard for me to pick and choose.
I'm not so bad. I just need my clothes and just a few things like TV, PlayStation, stuff like that. But
I want it to feel like at home. I need decor pieces and of course my clothes, and I have
oh my gosh,
so many clothes.
Yeah.
So I had to separate between seasons, and we had our summer clothes before, and then we had to switch those out when it started getting cold out. So now we have our fall and winter clothes. So
yeah,
that was another thing. But yeah, just kind of choosing what to bring and what not to bring. So from experience, I guess if you're going to do kind of the tiny home or downsizing type thing, I would recommend one obvious, like he said, you're gonna want your TV.
Yep.
And then your necessities like clothes, shoes, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. And I guess another tip that we didn't follow as well as, so if you're like Alicia, you probably not only want to keep your home nice and decorated, but you also want to decorate when the seasons change. So when we first moved, we were starting to decorate for like 4th of July,
Yeah.
summer, stuff like that. So we basically just didn't pack our summer stuff up and brought it with us.
Mm-hmm.
Then came fall, and
Really
Alicia
quickly.
wanted to decorate for Halloween.
Yeah.
And we had to go and this gets back to what I mentioned earlier, that we've been all the way to the very back, because in the very back of our storage unit was the Halloween totes.
It was hilarious, like watching him climb over, because look, we have like a huge dining room table sitting in there, and then like all kinds of different furniture,
A
and
sectional,
just like like totes and totes and totes. So watching him like slither through these to go get my Halloween decor was pretty funny.
Yeah, and literally, and I mean, this sounds so cliche, but the last one we checked out of like 40 totes was the one that had like her jack-o'-lanterns in it, I think, and like a couple other pieces that she just couldn't decorate without. So we were, So it's not that's the biggest downside is when you downsize is, I think, is determining what you really, I guess you kind of learn what is a necessity and what is just kind of something that you like to have.
Yeah. But kind of back to some of the other things, like I would say you need to have, you're going to have some sort of like something to cook on. So like a microwave, of course, like a griddle, that kind of stuff. Luckily, our tiny home is in his dad's, like on his property. So his dad's house is like right up from us.
Yeah.
So we can go into his kitchen when we need to cook or something. But we have like our mini fridge out here for like our drinks and just some littler things.
Yeah.
But then we also have a hutch in the bottom of the hutch. I use it as like a pantry, basically, with like chips and protein bars and all that kind of stuff. So snacks. We have snacks out here. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we're kind of. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, when we do buy a house, I look forward to again is we don't go up there and cook as much as we did when we lived in our house because it's kind of a pain in the butt to go up to Dad's and do all that. So
we've been carry like everything back and
Yeah, and with our jobs, like as realtors, we are on the road like all day. So it's hard enough for us to not to do good and eat in, and we always seem to be eating like
the temptation to like grab fast food is so real. So that's something definitely we're gonna work on.
And it's been worse since we don't want to, when we get home, we don't want to go up there and cook. So.
Yeah. But yeah.
What's the next question?
Let's see. Okay, so like the biggest benefit of living in a tiny home and like our least favorite part of it.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start with the least favorite because we kind of already mentioned that. It would be just kind of deciding
what's a necessity and what's more just something you want to have in your own.
And it's just like the reality of living in a completely different way. Like
I don't know. It's crazy downsizing. Basically, 2,000 square feet is what we lost.
Yeah, it's huge difference.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, we had 4 bedrooms, and what's funny is we only used one of the bedrooms, like for us, and then because we don't have any kids yet, and like one bedroom was set up like as a man cave room, so I had like a ping pong table and all my stuff that
which you went in like once a year.
Yeah, I literally and then when we moved it, I broke it, so I don't have it anymore. One bedroom was her office / my office, I guess, but I don't ever use it, so it's mostly her office. And then we had one that was set up as like our workout gym area, like treadmill, exercise bike.
Yeah, all that good stuff. But so I guess the biggest benefit of living here, I think there's 2 for me. One has been like the financial difference. Like we've paid off a lot of debt. Like we've paid off both of our cars,
which
has been amazing. We had some credit card debt that we've paid off completely, and that's one benefit. And the other is just like, it sounds cheesy, but like we're always together and we're always so close, and it's just cozy and I like it.
Yeah, it really is. It's like I guess you learn to appreciate what you have too. Like it's kind of a cool experience. Like when we first done it, I was like, man, this is gonna be rough. I mean, you think that. I mean, most people think you need to have that kind of a separation, things like that. But I mean, we've really we've enjoyed it. I mean, it's not been too bad at all.
It's really nice, and we still have like, even though it's such a tiny space, we still have like our bedroom section, and we have like a living room section. So like if we are watching TV and one of us wants to watch something different, like we each have a TV area, or if we're both working on something, like we can each go to our own little space or something like that. So I mean, we still have it sectioned off, but still you're like right across from each other, so it's
basically
still,
it's not much of a difference there. So yeah, that's definitely the best thing has been the amount of money we've saved
Yeah.
and the things we paid off because I mean, you lose a house payment and you it helps you. I mean, you can if you just as long as you can use that money towards something else while you don't have a house payment, it's a big key because like I mean, everything nowadays is credit based. I mean, you have to have credit to buy anything. I mean, even like cell phones and things, they check your credit. A lot of times they'll do a soft pull on your credit. So it's important to budget, and that's something that we take really serious. So I think that's a big reason. As she mentioned earlier, she wasn't as on board with selling, but I knew that if we done it, potentially we could be, debt free and then buy another house and only have a house payment, and that's it. So that's kind of what we've been doing.
Yep. So definitely in the long run, it was worth it. But when he first mentioned it to me, I was like,
no, she didn't want to do it. We had a pretty good argument over it.
Took him a while to get me on board.
But yeah.
Once he did, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so a lot of people ask us, what do we do for a kitchen or a laundry room? And again, like, we're lucky in that his dad's house is, like, right up from us. So we can just go up there if we want to cook something, or every time we have to do laundry, we just drag it up there and drag it back. So
it's a pain in the butt, but especially the laundry because it's so, we always wait until we get, like, a
heaping. Like heaping,
Yeah, 10 loads. But anyway, I guess if you don't have that same, the way we have it, which is being able to go up there and do that, then like the last time we actually lived in this little house before when we first before we got married. Yeah, it was like when we were in college and everything together, and we actually had a kind of a kitchen section. We had like a microwave, stuff like that out here. So,
mini fridge again.
Yep. So definitely if we didn't have his space, we would probably have to eliminate a lot of the living room area and make kind of a kitchen area, and then probably go to a laundromat to do laundry.
Yeah.
Because I just don't see us having any room for a washer dryer.
No, there would be no room out here, but
but we are kind of lucky in that sense that we have him so close.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so what do we do for heat and air? We do not have like a central heat and air unit, or it's just such a tiny space. So what we do for air is we just have like a window unit, an air conditioning window unit.
Yeah, when we first moved in, it had a window unit that I had bought the last time we were here, and it was shot. So
it was so like old and.
Yeah, I bought a brand new one. I mean, not even really a huge size. I mean, it was like maybe 10,000 BTU, but it keeps this place like ice cold in the summer.
Yeah.
And then we got a gas heater that, I mean, literally you can't keep it on more than 5 minutes or it'll run you out.
Yeah,
and we have
like
propane.
Propane heat.
Yeah.
And then we also have just like an electric heater that you can.
Yeah, it's a fireplace insert that we kind of like a TV stand one.
Yeah, that's for like our backup heat in case for some reason the gas, if we run out of gas. But
that one does good too, just because it's such a small space and it's all one, except for the bathroom, it's all one open space. Yeah. I mean, it's so easy to keep heated and cooled.
It is. That's definitely a big benefit of it too.
Yeah, and most tiny homes I think can get away with either like a window unit or one of those zone heating and cooling, the small units. I know a lot of people do that with those.
For like the heat,
For heating and cooling, yeah.
Okay, do you plan to raise your kids here? Because I know everybody knows we're trying to have kids right now, and we do not. We knew coming into this that it was temporary and that we mostly wanted to do it. One, to save some money, and two, because we just got such a good deal on the house we sold. That we knew we would soon be buying another house. Yeah. So.
And with that, we actually already have picked a house out just recently, about not even a month ago, probably like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. We got under contract on a house in our hometown, so we're excited.
So excited.
Yeah, we close on it, I think, November the 11th.
That's our contract date. So
so hopefully. We got like 16 days left.
Yeah.
Not that we're counting down or anything, but 15
days and so many hours.
Yeah, we don't have time to closing it yet. But yeah, so we're really excited about that, and we're excited to do a lot of we're going to actually do some renovations and things like that. So you guys will get to see that.
Not that it's like a bad house, but just to kind of make it our own.
Just to make it our own. I mean, the house is great. It's nothing like the last house we bought that needed a lot of updating. This one's basically move-in ready, but
just gonna do some like painting change.
Yeah, just a little bit of flooring.
Just some little things to make it our own. Yeah. So make it a little special. Plus, I just think it's fun. Like I so enjoyed when we bought the other house, like going in and redoing everything. Of course, like I'm just like painting and telling him basically how to do all the hard stuff, so it's easy for me. But I enjoy it. I like that you can make it your own space. So
yeah, definitely, and really, I mean, I'm just glad we got a house that we both really liked. Like, I mean, we're both really picky when it comes to houses, so that's what really took us so long to be able to to find another house to buy. We just where we live, a lot of houses don't really come on the market super frequently. So when one comes up, usually there's there's competition. Yeah. So we're just really happy we got a house that we both were able to agree on and really liked.
Yeah, we're both like really, really excited about this. And again, even like the last house we bought, like I was in love with, and he was.
I was skeptical, I guess, because
the updates or whatever.
Yeah, she's more of a visual person. Like she can go in a place and look at it instantly and see what she wants in it. Like Joanna Gaines or something. Like she literally has that.
I wish.
Yeah, I mean seriously, I don't know how you do it because I go in there and I can't see anything. So it's like I don't know how people go in and like picture these things. So this house I can go in and see it because it's already set.
Ready,
yeah, the way we like it. And we're really excited to show you guys that house.
Yes, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Okay, and I guess just to kind of end it, we can kind of say, would you recommend, I guess, do the tiny home living? Why or why not? You go first.
Okay, so for me, I feel like a lot of people will probably say this too, but I feel like we have a cheater tiny home, like because it's on our parents' land and we don't have to pay rent. So I mean, in that sense, I mean, if you have that opportunity to be able to save some money and you're willing to do it, then definitely yes. In terms of like a tiny home where you actually buy that tiny home, move in it, I think really, it's not the worst idea in the world.
No.
Especially if you can get it at a good price, because you kind of realize, and we've really realized in the last couple months, you don't need as much stuff as you think you do.
Yeah.
I think that you can get away with living in a smaller space. Now, 350 square feet.
It's tight. But it's doable.
It's doable. I mean, if we had a kitchen in here, it would have been a lot easier, and we would have been in even less of a hurry to get out. But really, that's my opinion. I think it's not a bad idea. It all depends on the person.
Yeah.
If you're somebody that likes to decorate, maybe you're somebody like me, then maybe it's a better idea than if you're somebody like Alicia. I feel like I don't mean anything bad about that, but like Alicia really likes to decorate and change things. And I feel like if you live in something like this, it's more.
You're more restricted.
You're more restricted, and you kind of need your necessities.
And I would agree. I think it 100% depends on the person. Like he said, like I really enjoy having like a big space to decorate. Like I get so excited for like the holidays and stuff like that. But with that being said, it's been kind of fun to like try to narrow it down and really learn how to decorate the smaller spaces. So like I have enjoyed that.
Alicia likes a challenge.
Yeah. But
because it's been a challenge.
It has, yeah. But I would definitely, I would recommend it for sure, because financially, I mean, even if you aren't like we are, like he said, on his dad's property, like, I mean, obviously the cost of living in a house like this is significantly less than living in like a normal size
your
home.
Utilities are going to be less. You're not going to use as much electric.
Your mortgage payment would be
a lot less.
Yeah, like a lot less. So yeah, I mean, from a financial aspect, it's definitely
I'm sure it's Dave Ramsey friendly.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, I mean, there's definitely benefits to living in one.
But yeah, I mean, as long as it works for you personally, and you're okay with like the tighter, smaller spots, and you don't go crazy like living with the person being like right up on you all the time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that is a big part of it. So
yeah, I guess that's another tip. Yeah. You need to love the person you're with if you're in a relationship, because you're going to get a heavy dose of them every day.
Yeah, they're always going to be up in your space. So because you're basically in the same space.
It is, yeah. I mean, it's basically one big room, and
yeah. But yeah, so I would recommend it though. Overall, I've enjoyed it. I really have.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but with that being said, I am super excited.
Yeah, we're definitely excited to get into our new home, and show you guys, the process of moving, and hopefully soon we'll be able to do like an empty house tour or whatever.
That's our plan. We'll do that, and then do like a Christmas decorate and all that kind of fun stuff. So stay tuned for that, guys.
Yeah, hope you guys are ready for that, because we are.
Yes, so much. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. Hopefully this helped anybody who is considering downsizing or doing the tiny home living.
Yeah, and if you have any more questions about tiny homes, we're happy to help. Just leave us something in the comments.
Or about real estate, really, in general. We are realtors.
Real estate. Yeah, we are realtors. I mean, if you have a question about the market, or you're in the market to buy or sell, cheap plug.
Yeah.
No, but thank you guys again for watching this. We really appreciate it, and
Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.